All right, the LA Chargers just get really good news. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to the Chargers. And man, guys are starting to talk to the media, and this is really interesting, some of the things that are being talked about, and one guy in particular that we've all kind of forgotten about. Before we get into that, though, let me know in the comments. It's cold here. It's supposed to be like summer. Let me know help me feel better about what's negative about where you live on the West Coast, LA, San Diego. I know not everyone lives there, but is it like this? Is it you got snakes or something? Is it the constant threat of an earthquake? Like, help me feel better. Cause like, what am I doing here? Why don't I just go out there, warm weather, beaches? Can't afford to live out there. That's probably why. Okay. It's our guy, and we know him well, and that's why we started this channel, is because we're Jim Harbaugh fans, we're Michigan fans, so we know a lot about Junior Coulson. And Jesse Minter talked about Coulson's setbacks and said, hey, he's just had some real kind of random type stuff last year, never really fully got going. Perriman said it's going to be a breakout season for Junior Coulson. Linebackers coach Navarro Bowman, who I always liked, great player, says Junior was the guy at Michigan, and when you come from that, you have expectations for yourself. But this is a different business, different type of animal for him. I thought he learned fast last year. This is going to be a breakout year. He's been with Coach Herb, your strength and conditioning coach. He's done extra. He's dropped a few pounds. I think he's moving better. Keep him healthy. He's having 100% in camp. All really good things. And I can tell you, watching every snap that he played at Michigan, he was a central piece to Michigan's. He was the man. And because Michigan's offense was really dynamic and you had some really good playmakers and some core pieces there, they got a little bit more of the attention. But on defense, right in the middle was this dude. He's a great player, big, physical, strong. And that's the thing about linebackers that go from college to pros. I don't know this for sure, but it feels like they're undersized once they get to the big leagues. And it's like, you know what? I'm a little undersized. Not this guy. Love his size, love his ability. And if you plug him in now to the defense consistently, just that one player changes everything. We've looked at this a little bit before. Remember, the orange is a new acquisition. The purple is a draft pick. So Junior Coulson is like a draft pick or like a free agent, because he didn't play much last year, so you plug him in on top of Deshaun Hand, who's played really well at the end of last year. Dante Jackson, you've got some... And by the way, this defense was really good last year, so it's not like we're having to redo everything. But you add a central piece. This is like your main guy here. So I say all that to say is like, this is great news to have everyone talking about him, encouraged by him. He's healthy, ready to go. I mean, he had like one of his things. Let me go back to it here. One of his like weird things was he had a appendectomy right before camp last year. We just knew he was out. No one really knew what it was for. So you get Junior Coulson back to a defense that was number one in scoring defense basically the whole year. I don't know where they ended up finishing, but you add in him another year into the system of Jesse Minter. Offensively, I think the offense is really going to help the defense now. When you can run the ball, we talk about it like it's just so cliche and corny to be like, got to run the ball, play good defense. But seriously, when you run the ball, this is where I'm really at, and it's like because the Lions experienced this last year when they got beat by the Commanders. The Commanders did what I think everyone dreams of doing, and that is run the ball, a combination of run and pass, but just eat clock and score. That's why running is so efficient or so popular. Yes, if you just score on a 70-yard bomb, cool. Everyone's happy, high-fiving. That is great. But the most ideal way is to eat 7 minutes, 6 minutes of clock, and you score. Now you've limited your other team's possessions. So now, at whatever point in the game it is, you've got 5 minutes left. Or excuse me, you got 5 possessions left. You were going to have about 7 possessions left. but because they just ate so much clock, now you've got 5 possessions and you're down a touchdown. Your margin for error is really in trouble now. So that helps your defense. When you can run the ball, manage the clock, and score touchdowns, it helps. So now adding weapons to the offensive side of the ball, another year of Ladd McConkey. Hopefully Justin Herbert stays healthy, but Ladd McConkey, you've got some other weapons, pieces, wide receivers, your 2 running backs, your offensive line. Your defense is even better. Your defense was good, and your offense wasn't last year, and your defense was still good. So that's where you got to be really just kind of like, okay, this is good. This is really good. This is really good. Okay, PFF put out just after the draft, now that we see guys coming out, like what's the big takeaway? And it's Jim Harbaugh sticks to the offense, to his offensive blueprint. Omarion Hampton, and then weapons. And when I say to stuck to his blueprint, it was we're always going to run the ball. Just have to. When Jim Harbaugh got to Michigan, it was right when it was like, what is football? You know, it's like, do we need to get a little new age, spread you out? That's what you got to do. Spread people out. It's a new game. You know, it's high pace. There's no huddling. There was a lot of things going on at the time. It was 2018, trying to figure out what's the new way of football. And Harbaugh kind of fell into that. And he's like, no, all right, we got to go up tempo. We got to do this. And it's like, no. When in 2020, season was bad. It was half of a season. And then in 2021, he's like, all right, I'm going to go back to what I've always known and what I do. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But I run the football. We're physical as can be. People can't stop us. We've got a great strength and conditioning coach. Like literally, that I've never seen anything like it when this dude, the guy that you have now, and we're going to run the football, play action, 3-yard pass, like just 2 tight ends, and come get some. And he wins, beats Ohio State, national championship, Big Ten championships, doing it his way. And this is the formula, and this is what he's going to do here. So he drafted the running back, but also got some skill position players too. It's like he's not an idiot. Like, let's go. He's going to go and let's score. We got to score points. We got to move the ball. But our core is like, let's just be smart, play the game the right way. Let's do this. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. If you're new to the channel, again, just nothing about the Lions. Sometimes. All about the Chargers. And we just love talking about them. And I know. We got to get some Chargers gear, something. Jim Harbaugh jersey. Totally makes sense. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see all of you on the next one.